passed FTMO in 15 minutes. Phase 1 got verified and had a withdrawal. So I'm going to be talking about a full breakdown today in this 3 phases, talking about phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. In phase 1 we're going to be talking about the 2 trades that I made to show you my breakdown, to show you how I trade and how luck was in my favor and how luck favors those who work for it. In phase 2 I'm going to talk about a bit more psychology, so tell you a little bit about, you know, how it feels to be in drawdown, how to stay in the trading zone, and some things that I find that really help me mentally stay on par even though I am in drawdown. Last but not least, some approach, and something that we're not talked about enough is phase 3, being consistent so you can get that withdrawal and that refund. So enjoy the video, remember to like and share and subscribe. Okay, so phase 1, the trading breakdown. So first and foremost, you can see this is the like the dashboard. Talks about when I passed it and the breakdown, didn't violate anything and was able to pass this. And the first thing I want to say is this does not happen all the time, and of course yes, I passed it in 15 minutes, but don't go and try this and do this yourself. The best way is have a trading plan, stick to it and just let it come to you. You've got 30 days to do the challenge. No matter what prop firm you decide to go with, you have plenty of time, so don't rush. It's just so happened, you know, I've done loads of challenges. This is the first time that I've been able to pass in 15 minutes. I've passed, I think maybe the fastest like 1 or 2 days, but something like this, you know, news just helped in my favor and I had 2 very good positions. So here we can talk about we had GBP USD sell twice, which I added a position, which you can see twice, and then I had a DAX sell. So the first one is we could talk about GBP USD, and this was double position here. What happened was on this left hand side we had a resistance which was formed. I always do a top down analysis, so I go from the 4 hour, like daily, 4 hours, 30 minutes, and I execute via 10 minutes, but I use 30 minutes as a confirmation. Resistance was held, it had pushed onto the downside, and then 10 o'clock on the London session we had a continuation, pull back, hit that resistance again beautifully. We can see that on the lower time frame that ended up hitting and then rejecting. So as soon as it rejected, it came back to test this key level here, which is what I was focusing on. Let me just draw that in. Focusing on here. So then I was looking, if it was going to break this, it's going to go to the next level, which I have a support drawn all the way down there. So you can see on the 4 hours this did go into the movement to that support. And like I always say, and this is what I teach, is at the end of the day, the destination, you're going from point A to point B, and that is exactly what has happened here. We are looking for point A to go to point B, and we're just trying to get the meat in the middle, and that is exactly what I did. So then we had a rejection, look for a continuation. I joined in on this slight little pullback with a stop loss above. The reason is the stop loss is above my moving averages, it's stop loss above the previous candle, and it's also a stop loss below Tokyo low. From there I was just looking for a continuation of a 1 2 3. And let's have a look. So this trade idea, I was looking for a 1 2 3, but what happened was it ended up absolutely dropping through from the news and gave me and pushed me into further profit, which I was super grateful for. So the first position ended up taking out at 2R, which was here. I ended up adding in this position as well. The reason being was it pushed all the way up. As it pushed all the way up, I added another position, dropped all the way down, took my first one at 2R, and then the second one I took it at 3.55R here, which ended up pushing all the way further down. The next trade that we have is a DAX. So DAX, same thing. On the 4 hours we can see the rejection on the resistance up here. So we can see the movement 1, 2, and then a further down to test this lower support. And this lower support I was looking for continuation, pushed all the way down. We're looking in this consolidation phase. It is a lot more uglier than the GBP USD, but I was looking for what we call a pattern A continuation with stop loss just above the previous candle, which I gave it a bit of room, and then it ended up absolutely giving me luck on my favor and wicking into my take profit. So these were the 2 trades. So you can see that the trades were exactly the same idea. I have my strategy and my plan and my breakdown, and I apply this every single time when I go through into a trade. So the next section we want to talk about is a psychology. So on this one I want to talk about phase 2 and talk to you guys about psychology, because in this specific one, this one took a lot longer, and on top of that I was in drawdown for quite a long period. So we started off the second phase 2 challenge, and then we were down to at least so what's that's minus 4.8k, so 195k. So I was down 5k on this challenge, down 2.5%. I ended up clawing back up, put it into profit, and then pulled all the way back down to drawdown. And during this drawdown period, the whole point of this and the whole idea of this is to stay true to your process. You've done enough backtest, you've done enough work, I've done enough work, I've done enough confidence, I've traded a long time, and now I finally understood funded rules and funded programs a bit better. I just need to stick to the process, my risk parameters, my rules, and it will pay me in the long run. If I fail the challenge and I've stuck to my rules, so be it, because that is what it is. However, most likely and the higher probability is I will pull back and I will pass the challenge, and it will put me back in profit. You limit your risks and you increase your rewards. That's the whole point of trading. It's your probability. And we saw something at you know, at the end of the day, traders, we are the best losers. We accept losers, we limit our losers, and we create them. Anyone can be profitable. When you're on a winning streak, everything's good and you can continue that. It's about keeping your losses to a minimal and not losing it all in that one day. So that was the main mindset that I kind of had. Yet again, you can see this teased me. I came all the way back to break even again, and then all the way back down to drawdown close again. And then yet again, I was saying to myself, all I need is to calculate this via trades. And on the two videos I want to talk about, which was how to pass your FTMO challenge and 8 years to get funded, I talk about the Trading for Financial Freedom by Van C.K. Tharp, and that's basically based on R, and the returns of that is the way you should look at your trades, not $5,000, $10,000, but in multiples of R. How many trades do I need to pass? I need 3 trades. When you start looking at it like that, it makes life a lot easier. Rather than thinking, oh, I've got to make 5k, I've got to make 10k, that monetary value can stress you out a little bit in the long run. So from there, we were able to consistently grow up and down, very close to passing again, pull back in drawdown, and then 1-2 trades. You can see when I'm in profit, you can see that the profit scales and pushes. Where I'm coming in drawdown, you can see that slowly creeps down, as opposed to when you win, you can see that one win just pushes you up the equity curve quite a fair amount. Slowly, consistently lose. We had 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins, pushes up, pushes up, pushes up, pushes up. So the whole idea of this equity curve is you can see that when you win, the spike is much higher, meaning that my risk to reward is on point. So that is phase 2. Next up, we have phase 3. Finally, same thing, keep consistent in the process, and then I have another profit split. This is the third profit split, or the second profit split, sorry. And the main thing I wanted to talk about in this bit is the whole idea of phase 3 is I actually just want to get 5%, anywhere between 2 to 5% on the first phase, get your refund and then your withdrawal. And then on the second phase, you can up the risk. Now, as soon as I get the live account, what I've learned from losing accounts and the journey so far is to risk a 0.5 to 0.75%. That works for me, that works for my strategy and my approach, and that protects me from losing the account, doing anything stupid. Even if the company slips, I've got more than enough room for error. That's the most important thing. And from there, anywhere between 0.5 to 0.75, compound them and then let them win and put yourself in profit, and then just reap the rewards, as such to speak. So nice little video to kind of break down with you guys on how I passed this challenge, you know, from start to finish. I am actually going to do another challenge, so this is going to take a lot of time to documentate. So I'd like to know which company you guys would want me to. So I'm looking at my Forex funds, the funded trader, or top tier traders, which is the one with Q and Anthony. And I'm going to basically share every single day, every single trade, and journal every single one, and put them into a YouTube series. And then when I've completed it, I will put it into a YouTube movie. So if I fail it, I'll put it up as well. When I pass it and I do a withdrawal, I'll put that up as well. So I will do it until I get a withdrawal for just that one account, and share it as much and as transparent as I can so you guys can learn from it. So, you know, let me know in the comments below which company you would want to see, because I think that's the most important thing, which company you guys want to see, and then what kind of things you think is important in terms of what I share to help you guys pass your challenge. So definitely go check out the other 2 videos, which is how to pass 100k FTMO day in a life. That one's a lot of gems on how to pass funded challenges, and then how it took me 8 years and 20 challenges to get to where I am now. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Wanna be champ out. Peace.